Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
A man attacked a Catholic priest and a nun on Sunday, April 24, 2022, at the Saint-Pierre-de-Rene Church in Nice, France. He was arrested. The two victims are injured, but their lives are not in danger. The Saint-Pierre-de-Rene Church was the scene of a knife attack in France. The mayor of Nice, Christian Estrosi, was on site afterwards. This assault took place shortly before the start of Mass around 10:30 a.m. A man armed with a knife rushed at Polish Father Krzysztof Rodzinski. The priest's life was saved thanks to the intervention of a nun, Sister Marie-Claude. She is also injured in the hand and was taken to hospital. According to RTL, Sister Marie-Claude believes a miraculous intervention prevented Father Krzysztof's death. I think with the grace of the Lord, because it is regularly asked for. I think there was a supernatural intervention that stopped him because he had everything for both to stab me in the carotid or in the heart, and the same for Father Krzysztof. He stopped. Why? I don't know, she said to RTL. The attacker was immediately arrested jointly by the municipal and national police. According to the investigation, it is a man born in 1991 in the Var in Fréjus. He is in his 30s and lives in Nice. According to the authorities, he is being followed for psychiatric disorders and has no criminal record. When he was arrested, he told the police that he was Jewish. He also quickly justified his act. According to the Interior Ministry, he said he wanted to kill Emmanuel Macron on election day, but ultimately fell back on a church. The mayor of Nice, Christian Estrosi, said that this gesture could be premeditated since, according to the elected official, the suspect bought a 7-centimeter long knife a few days ago. However, caution is essential, recalls the public prosecutor of Nice. The investigation is therefore continuing to clarify the motivations of this individual. In this same region of France, Father Jacques Hamel, a French Catholic priest who served in Saint-Étienne-du-Rouvray, was murdered during the 2016 Normandy church attack. Father Hamel was killed by two Muslim men pledging allegiance to the Islamic State of Iraq while Hamel celebrated Mass in his church. Catholic nun Sister Andre is the oldest nun in the world, now is also the oldest person in the world, following the death of Japanese Kane Tanaka on April 19, 2022. She never misses a daily Mass and says, "I talk to God all the time." She turned 118 on February 11th. She tested positive for the coronavirus in 2021 but recovered. The nun was born in 1904 with her real name Lucille Randon. Sister Andre was the youngest of 5 children. She was the only daughter, as her twin sister Liddy died at 18 months. She explained, "Sister Andre grew up in a family that did not practice Christianity, even though one of her grandfathers had been a Protestant pastor." In 1923, she received baptism and First Communion at her own request. She was baptized at age 26 and became a nun at age 41. With the Daughters of Charity, she was assigned to a hospital in Vichy for 31 years. She worked as a governess before entering the convent. One of her nephews is over 90 years old and visits her often. Now blind and in a wheelchair, Sister Andre still attends daily Holy Mass. When she turned 115, Pope Francis sent her a rosary. Sister Andre confided about her life of faith, "My daily happiness is to be able to pray again." She lives in the St. Catherine Labor Nursing Home in Toulon, France. When Sister Andre was asked the secret of being able to live so long, she answered, "I don't know, but only God knows." Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless. The Shroud of Turin is from the time period of Jesus' death according to new scientific analysis of Liberato de Caro. The Turin Shroud, which bears the image of Christ from his burial, is the most studied archaeological object in the world. Scientist, Liberato de Caro, of Italy's Institute of Crystallography of the National Research Council in Bari, has applied a new dating technique to the shroud which shows it is from the period of Jesus' death. The shroud, according to science testing, is an ancient linen cloth, 4.4 meters long and 1.1 meters wide, which wrapped the corpse and encoded the image of a tortured man, who was scourged, crowned with thorns, crucified, and pierced by a spear in the chest. In agreement with the Christian tradition, many researchers are convinced that the shroud is the sepulchral cloth of Jesus Christ. However, in 1988, the shroud was radiocarbon dated by 3 famous laboratories and falsely attributed to the year 1325 AD, with an uncertainty of plus or minus 65 years, implying that the shroud is a medieval artifact. This result has been widely criticized for both procedural and statistical problems, as was recently confirmed by the statistical analyses of raw data made available to the scientific community after only about 30 years and a legal action. Other dating methods agree in the assignment of the shroud to the 1st century AD. The new method for dating ancient linen threads by inspecting their structural degradation by means of wide-angle X-ray scattering was recently applied to small linen samples taken from ancient fabrics, previously dated with the radiocarbon method. It proves that the shroud originates from the time period of Jesus' death. Two pro-life heroines have died in April 2022, Vicki Thorne and Deirdre McQuaid. Vicki Thorne, age 72, the founder of Project Rachel in Milwaukee in 1984, has died. She was a pro-life hero who helped thousands of post-abortive women find healing. Originally, she was inspired by a self-destructive friend who had given one child up for adoption and aborted another. The friend said, "I can live with the adoption, I can't live with the abortion." When she started Project Rachel, a Catholic outreach, Vicki Thorne was a young wife and mother with a B.A. in psychology from the University of Minnesota. Vicki was married to William Thorne. Together they had 6 children and 17 grandchildren. Longtime pro-life advocate Deirdre McQuaid, who worked for the U.S. bishops on pro-life activities, died on April 21. She passed after a battle with metastatic breast cancer. Deirdre was 53. From 2005 to 2018, the time she was Assistant Director for Pro-Life Communications at the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops. Earlier McQuaid worked with women in crisis pregnancies at Women's Care Center in Indiana. She completed work in 1998 on a master's degree in philosophy and a Master of Divinity degree, both from the University of Notre Dame. In 2003, she became National Program Director for Feminists for Life. Later she became a program analyst at the National Institutes of Health Office of Research on Women's Health. Just prior to her illness she was working as a photographic artist.
Watch our programme every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Catholic News World channel. God bless.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.